Peace, everybody, and welcome back to Yoga with Vinyasa. Before we get this video started, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can tune into the amazing videos that are to come for this following year. So we're excited to be here with you all. I'm on the beautiful island of Dominican Republic, as you all may know, and I'm really happy to be here. I feel like the sunshine and the breeze just makes my heart feel so good. But with this being said, we are here for a reason. So we're going to move through a very quick flow to wake up the body. Really nice to do right in the morning to energize yourself. But if you need a little bit of energy before bed, also great to do that too. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Coming into a comfortable seat here first, a little cross-leg position. And so let's go ahead and bring the palms to face up for a little more energy today. And then let's start to close the eyes down. Now let's go ahead and take a really deep collective breath in through the nose and a breath up the body. Let's take two more here. A deep belly breath in and a breath up the mouth. And taking one last inhale, making it the biggest breath of your day. And a breath up the body. Now let's take the next few cycles of breath here to start to cultivate an intention for our practice for today. And noticing here that your intention can be something as simple as a word like strength. Maybe your intention is a mantra. Maybe you have a goal in mind for yourself. But whatever this intention may be, whatever is coming up for you, can you start to sit that at your heart center with love? And can you allow that to guide you throughout our little journey today? And then we'll go ahead and start to bring both palms to our heart center to start to seal that intention in. Let's take a really deep belly breath in and a breath out the mouth. Let's go ahead and start to flutter the eyes open. We're going to go ahead and shift forward to hands and knees, coming into our tabletop posture. So let's go ahead and bring the palms beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips. And let's start to incorporate a few little rounds of our cat and cow straight away. So starting to just wake up the spine here. And then just noticing as you are moving into your own cats and cows, there's no particular way on how you actually need to move your body. So if you want to move maybe a little bit quicker, a little bit slower, you can. If you also want to start to draw some intuitive movements in here too, like taking little hip rolls or hip circles, you can too. Maybe you sit back onto the heels and come into an up dog, whatever feels good for your body. We're going to take the next about 5 more cycles of breath for you to allow your body to explore here. And 4 more cycles here. Breathing for 3. 2 more breaths. And then noticing once you finish your last cycle, we'll draw the spine straight back to center slowly. As you press the earth away, let's tuck the toes under and then start to send the hips up and back into our first down dog. And this is our first down dog of practice. So let's take a little pedal of the heels, a little flutter of the lips, or a few deep cycles of breath, whatever is needed to just really settle into the body here. And once you find this really nice grounded foundation, let's go ahead and take a little peek towards our toes and let's start to walk the palms to the back of the mat and to our first forward fold to the back of our space. So let's go ahead and grab for opposite elbows and take a little rock from side to side here. Just really releasing the crown of the head down. Maybe a little shake of the head. Yes, shake of the head. No. Maybe a little fluttering out of the lips here too. And then very slow and steady. Let's draw the body straight back to center slowly. Let's release this class first. Inhale to your half lift. Create a really nice flat back. On your exhale, release and a fold back into your forward fold. Let's take that one more time. Inhaling, half lift. Exhaling to release for your forward fold. Now from here along the head to hang super, super heavy. We're going to take a very slow roll up all the way up to stand. As slow as you can here, little bit by bit, piece by piece. And then on the way up, we're going to take one little shrug of our shoulders. So shoulders towards the ears and then towards the back of the space. Let's take like 2 more just like that. So shoulders towards the ears, towards the back of the space. 1 more here. And let's switch the direction here. So shoulders towards the ears and then towards the front of the room. So we'll take 2 more just like that. Breathing love into those shoulders. And then we'll use our next breath in to lift the arms up and overhead. We'll take a little baby back bend here. And on the exhale, we'll go ahead and let this go into a forward fold. Inhaling, half lift, nice flat back. Exhaling to release for your forward fold. Inhaling to root to rise up. So rise and shine. Take your little back bend. Then on the exhale, we'll just let this go into a forward fold. Inhaling, half lift, nice flat back. And then let's take a little peek toward the top of our mat. Crawl ourselves forward into a plank pose here. So slow and steady. We're going to make our way into a modified flow first. So we'll tap the knees directly down, untuck the back toes, and let's lower the chest all the way down onto the earth. Inhaling to peel the heart open for your baby cobra. And on the exhale, release the chest down, press back to your hands and knees, and we'll send the hips straight back up into down dog. Yeah, really beautiful work here, y'all. So let's take a deep collective breath in to reset and clear it out the body. Now let's go ahead and raise the right leg up and high, and we'll step it all the way through into low lunge. Let's go ahead and release the left knee down, untuck the back toe, and float those arms high for Vinyasa. We're going to take a little moment here to breathe a lot of love into those hips. Breathing a lot of love into our lower body. If you want to take a little baby back bend, we'll just lift up out of the heart space here slowly. And we're not here for too long. We're going to hold here for just one more cycle of breath. And then using your exhale, we'll plant both palms down. We'll tuck the back toe under, lift the left knee up, and then we'll rise the body up into high lunge. So slow and steady. Maybe sinking the hips down a little bit deeper here, if you can, to create this really nice 90-degree angle of the right leg. And noticing as you're breathing a lot of strength into your lower body, we're going to breathe there for just one more cycle of breath to acknowledge our strength. Let's go ahead and take a little T-twist over to our right. So let's lengthen this left arm forward, right arm back. You're more than welcome to stay here. Otherwise, exalted high lunge. So release the back palm down outside your left thigh. And let's lift this left arm high. We'll hold here for the belly breath in to settle. And then use your exhale to open you out into your warrior two. Now from here, as you land softly into your warrior two, keeping this really nice bend of the right knee, press really firm to that back foot. Lengthen out those arms here. And again, just acknowledging our strength here, y'all. So stay with it. We're going to hold here for just one more cycle. And then using your next breath in, let's lift the body up to fly our warrior. So bring palms to press overhead, and we'll carry ourselves to the back of our mat into our warrior two. Now from here, we'll flip the front palm to reverse our triangle, lengthen out this left leg, reach this left arm back. And on the breath out, our full triangle expression. So as we dial the right hip back, release this left palm down, and can you lengthen this right arm high? Now this is option one if you want to stay here. I recommend a soft bend of this left knee. Otherwise, option two, let's draw right arm over the right ear, and we'll lift this left arm up parallel to meet the right into our power triangle posture. But stay with it, y'all. We're going to hold here for a count of 5. Breathing here for 4, for 3, almost there for 2. And then for 1, we'll lift everything off to fly. Let it go. Warrior 2, back to the top. Let's re-bend the right knee here. Keeping this bend of the right knee, we'll flip the front palm to reverse our warrior. And on the exhale, let's cartwheel both hands down. Step back to your plank pose, and let's invite chaturanga in here. So we'll start to lower halfway down. Inhale, we'll press up into our upward facing dog. And with the exhale, we'll go ahead and press back into down dog. So let's go ahead and take a moment here to just reconnect back to our breath. Let's take a really deep belly breath in and a breath out the body. Straight into the other side, y'all. So let's go ahead and raise this left leg up and high, and we'll step it through for low lunge. Vinyasa. So we'll tap this right knee down, untuck the back toe, and let's raise those arms high. Again, taking a little moment here to just settle into the hip sockets first. If you want to stay here, you can, but if you have a little baby back bend in your practice, just lift up out of the heart space. So stay really proud in the heart center. Yeah, breathing into that upper right quad. We'll hold here for just one more cycle. And then use your exhale to plant the palms down first for low lunge. Let's lift this right knee up. And then with all of our lower body strength, we're rising ourselves up into high lunge. So let's settle into this space here first, y'all. So again, keeping this really nice bend of your left knee if you can, if that's accessible. And noticing as you're sinking the hips low, more than welcome to stay here. Otherwise, we have our little T-twist over to our left. So we're lengthening this right arm forward. The left arm is reaching back. And as you're tracking this left knee to center, You can stay here, otherwise exhausted high lunge. So release this back palm down and we'll lengthen this right arm high. Yeah, it's a little bit of a balance here, y'all. Stay with it. We're gonna hold here for just one more cycle of breath. And then using your breath out, we'll go ahead and open out into our warrior two. So again, just landing here softly straight into those hips. Trying your best to keep this nice bend of this left knee. And we're not here forever. Again, the posture is only temporary. So even if you're feeling like this is a lot of heat right now, it is okay. It's not forever, just for a little moment in time. Just one more cycle of breath here. And then using your next breath in, let's lift ourselves up to fly. So palms will press overhead. Warrior two to the back of the mat as we bend the right knee here. Beautiful transitions, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and flip the front palm to reverse our triangle. So lengthen out this right leg, reach this right arm back, and on your breath out, your full triangle expression. So as you're dialing this left hip back, the right palm will land on the earth. Maybe it's onto your shin if that's more accessible. And you're lengthening this left arm high. Now, again, you have the option one to stay here and listen to your body if you want to stay. If you want a little more of a challenge, we'll start to draw the left arm over the left ear. The right arm might lift up parallel to meet your left into a power triangle posture. Now we're going to hold here, y'all, for a count of 5. We're breathing here for 4. Almost there for 3. For 2. And then for 1. We'll lift everything up to fly. Let it go. Warrior two back to the top. We'll re-bend this left knee here. We'll flip the front palm to reverse our warrior to let that go. And on the exhale, we'll cartwheel both hands down. Step back to your plank. Optional. Vinyasa flow. Rinse it away. And we'll meet back into down dog. Whew. Nice work, y'all. So noticing as you do make your way back into down dog, we'll take a really deep collective breath in through the nose and clearing it out the body. So let's go ahead and make our way into just 2 simple rounds of a sun salutation A, and then we'll work on our peak pose. So we're going to take a little peek to the top of our mat. You can look, step, or even walk or hop into your forward fold. Inhaling, half lift. Exhale to release for your forward fold. Inhaling to root to rise up. So rise and shine. Take your little back bend. And on the exhale, we'll go ahead and let this go into a forward fold. Inhaling, half lift. Exhaling to plant those palms. Step or jump back to your plank. Optional vinyasa flow. Rinse it away. And we'll meet back into down dog. Yeah, you got it, y'all. So let's hold here in down dog for about 3 cycles of breath. Noticing as you're settling back into this space, can you also draw yourself back to your intention, y'all? That little purpose, that little why, right at your heart center. We have 1 more cycle of breath here. And then let's take that little peek towards the top of our mat. We'll go ahead and look, step, or even walk or hop into our forward fold. Inhaling, half lift. Exhaling to release into your forward fold. Inhaling to root to rise up. So rise and shine. Take your little back bend. On the exhale, we'll just let this go into our forward fold. Inhaling, half lift. Exhaling to plant both palms down. Step or jump back to your plank. Optional flow, y'all. Rinse it away. And we'll meet back into down dog. Yeah, nice work here, y'all. So from here, let's go ahead and raise this right leg up and high. And we'll step it all the way through to rise the body up into high lunge. So slow and steady. Always wins our little race. So we've been here before. Just noticing again, you're always more than welcome to stay here. Option 2, we're going to go ahead and wing those arms back into a power high lunge. So we're hovering over this right thigh. Now, noticing again, always more than welcome to stay here. This is already a lot of work. If you want to build up a little more heat, let's firm down this right foot. Lift this left leg up for warrior 3. So you want to keep those hip points really nice and square. So left hip is dialing down. And noticing as you're rooting down this right foot, we're keeping a really nice soft bend of this right knee to help with balance. And you can draw hands to heart center here, if that feels okay. If you want to build a little more heat, lengthen those arms forward, like you have a little ball over the head, or just keep the arms alongside you. So we're going to hold here just for a moment. Again, just to be a witness of our balance here. Just being a witness of our strength here. And again, not forever, y'all. So just temporary. Maybe a little smile here will go a long way. We have just 1 more cycle. And then on your next breath out, let's land back into high lunge. Release those left toes. Let's open out for warrior 2. Yay, so easy peasy. We'll flip the front palm to reverse our warrior, letting it go. And on the exhale, we'll cartwheel both hands down, step back to plank, optional. Vinyasa flow, rinse it away. And we'll meet back into down dog. Whew. Nice work, y'all. Almost a cool down. So very gently, we'll raise this left leg up and high. And we're stepping it through for low lunge. Using your next inhale, let's rise the body up into high lunge. So again, just noticing as you're landing here softly into the body, your option one is to stay here. Holding this for a few cycles of breath is going to create a lot of heat, y'all. So again, just listening to the body. Second option, let's wing those arms back. And maybe this is where you want to stay too. Each side can be different as well. Otherwise, we're firmly down this left foot. And then we'll start to lift this right leg up. So yeah, just noticing as you're coming into this warrior three balance and pressing firm to that left foot, the spine is really nice and long. And you have those options, hands to heart center, or for a little more heat, lengthen those arms forward, like you have that little ball right over your head, y'all. So take a moment, find your balance. I'm doing it with you too. So we're breathing together into our strength. Also, if you're wobbling and shaking, it is okay. Whew, we have one more cycle of breath here, y'all. You got it. And then very carefully, we'll land back for high lunge. Ooh, letting it go. We'll go ahead and open out for warrior two. We'll go ahead and flip this front palm to reverse our warrior, letting it go. And on the exhale, we'll cartwheel both hands down, step back to your plank. Optional, vinyasa flow, rinsing it away. And we'll meet back into down dog. Ooh, nice work, y'all. So from here, let's take a really deep collective breath in and a breath out the mouth. Very gently, we'll lower the knees down, hips onto the heels for hero's posture. So let's take a moment, y'all, in stillness. And I know we've done quite a bit of moving so far. So can you try your best to find steadiness not only in your body, but can you find steadiness in your mind? And although thoughts and things may come up for you, it is okay. Just allowing those thoughts to come in, but also allowing those thoughts to pass. And we'll take one more cycle of breath in this space. And then very carefully, we'll start to shift over to whichever side is our favorite here. So descending one hip down, we'll lengthen our legs forward. And we are going to start to make our way onto our backs, y'all, for a little cool down here. Sending a little more love into our spine. So very carefully, as you lower the back down, we're going to go ahead and hug the knees in. Give yourself a little squeeze, maybe a little rock from side to side here first. Send a little more love into your back body. And then very carefully, we're going to go ahead and wrap the right leg around our left leg here as best as we can. And we'll send the hips over to the right. Allow your knees to fall over to your left into a spinal twist. Now you have the option here to cactus out those arms here if that feels okay. Close the eyes down. And we have about 3 more cycles of breath here to breathe into our spine. Just breathing into the back body, breathing into our twists. Just one more cycle here. And then using your next breath in, let's draw both knees back to center slowly. Unravel the legs carefully. And let's wrap the left leg around the right to wrap our legs here slowly. We'll send the hips over to our left. We'll sending the hips, knees, and over to the right into our spinal twist. Just taking this time and space to breathe a lot of love into your back body. Just breathing a lot of love into your twists. And we'll take about just 2 more cycles of breath here. And then using your next breath in, we'll draw both knees back to center slowly. And let's make our way into a happy baby. So grabbing for the inside of the thighs, for the outsides of our feet. We'll go ahead and take a very gentle rock from side to side here to send love into our hip sockets. Maybe a little lengthening of one leg, the other leg, or both legs. And then noticing if there's anything else you need here to make your practice feel a little more complete, you can take that. Otherwise, let's make our way into our final rest. So our full Shavasana will allow the legs to fall out heavy, starting to bring the palms to face up. And then just start to close the eyes down here. So, as we're coming into our final rest, can you give yourself the space and time for the next few moments here to allow your body to just simply exist? And can you also allow yourself the space and time just to give thanks to the body for showing up, for being here, always for supporting you? And just take this moment of rest for you. And very slowly, just starting to draw some awareness back into your body by moving the fingertips and the toes. Maybe even stretching your arms straight back behind you just for your awakening here. And then very carefully starting to make your way over to your favorite side in a little fetal shape, giving yourself a nice little hug here. And then with the eyes closed or the gaze soft, we're going to start to make your way up into a comfortable seat here. And then again, we'll start to bring the palms to face up here. And wherever you are in this space, let's take a collective breath in through the nose and a breath with the body. We'll go ahead and draw hands to heart center, starting to bow the chin to the chest and just thanking ourselves for our practice, giving thanks to ourselves for being here, and also sending you all so much love and light for the rest of the day to come. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining. So nice to lead you to this practice. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The subscribe button and the like button are right below. And yes, stay tuned for more. I'll see you all very soon and have a good rest of your day. Peace. Bye.